Rudyard Kipling's famous poem, If, is pretty much a masterclass on building character. But you know, it all builds up to this one final, really powerful test. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to break down that last stanza and figure out what Kipling truly believed was the ultimate measure of a person.
These are the lines everyone knows, right? It's the grand prize, the payoff for getting through this gauntlet of challenges. And what's at stake here? It's not just about money or success. It's something way, way bigger. Total self-mastery. Talk about a powerful promise.
So the big question is, how do you actually get there? How do you earn that incredible prize? What are the final hurdles you have to clear? Well, Kipling lays it all out for us, with incredible precision in the poem's final stanza.
Now, this last part of the poem isn't just another bit of good advice. Nope, this is the grand finale. It's the culmination of everything that came before it. It's the final trial that really puts a person's true character and integrity to the test. And this is where the poem makes a really important shift. See, the first three stanzas were all about mastering your inner world. Your thoughts, your emotions, your willpower. But this final stanza, it's all about taking that inner strength and proving it out in the real world. Because at the end of the day, Kipling is arguing that character isn't just something you have, it's something you do.
So, the very first test Kipling throws at us is what I like to call the social tightrope. It's this profound challenge of keeping your balance and holding on to your values no matter who you happen to be with. Just listen to the beautiful symmetry in these lines. He's presenting two totally opposite situations that are designed to test the consistency of your character. So let's really dig into what he's getting at here. First up, talk with crowds and keep your virtue. Think about that in today's world. It's about being out there, engaging with people, being part of the conversation, but not getting swept away by mob mentality or the latest trend on social media. It means holding on tight to your moral compass, even when it feels like the entire world wants you to just go along with the flow. And then you have the flip side of that coin, walk with kings nor lose the common touch. So, can you handle success? Can you handle power? Can you hang out with the most influential people on the planet and still stay humble, stay grounded, and remember where you came from?
It all comes down to that one word: balance. It's about having this core you that is just unwavering. Whether you're in a massive crowd or you're having dinner with royalty, your integrity, your true self doesn't change based on your audience. That, for Kipling, is the ideal.
Okay, so after tackling the social world, Kipling turns inward. He moves from social integrity to emotional independence. This is all about building an inner fortress, a sense of self that doesn't rely on anyone else's approval or disapproval.
Wow, these lines, they're really something else, aren't they? They speak to this level of self-possession that is just so powerful but also really subtle. Let's take a closer look at what this kind of emotional independence really means. This is true emotional independence we're talking about. It means you're tough enough that the negativity from your enemies doesn't break you. But it also means you're strong enough that even your closest friends can't emotionally control you. You can respect what everyone has to say, listen to their opinions, but at the end of the day, no single person gets to dictate how you feel. That control, it stays with you.
Now let's be super clear here. This is not about becoming some cold, unfeeling robot. Not at all. It's about developing a core of inner strength, a center of gravity that's so solid that nothing on the outside can easily knock you off balance.
All right, we've got social integrity, we've got emotional resilience. What's the last piece of the puzzle before we get to the reward? Well, it all comes down to one thing: time. And more specifically, how you use it.
This has to be one of the most famous and powerful lines about time ever written. The phrasing itself, the unforgiving minute, it just lands with so much weight. It tells you right away, time is not something to be messed with.
What a brilliant metaphor. Why unforgiving? Because you never, ever get it back. Time just keeps moving forward relentlessly, and every single minute that ticks by is gone for good. And that's why this is so clever. He zeroes in on that number, 60, just 60 seconds. By breaking a minute down into its smallest parts, Kipling is forcing us to see that every single second is an opportunity. The challenge is to fill each one with purpose, with what he calls distance run. It's just a beautiful way of talking about effort and progress. So at the end of the day, what's he saying? He's telling us to live with intention, to stop letting time just slip through our fingers. It's a demand, really, to make every moment count and contribute to a life that actually has meaning. Okay, so you've done it all. You've walked the social tightrope, you've built that unshakable inner self, you've used every second wisely. So, what's the big prize? Kipling saves the big reveal for the very, very end.
And here we are, right back where we started, with these incredible lines. After spelling out every single condition, Kipling finally unveils the reward. If you can embody all these virtues, you earn the entire world. But what does that actually mean?
And this is the absolute key. The Earth isn't a literal title deed to the planet. It's a metaphor for a state of being. The real prize is achieving a complete, mature character. It's gaining the inner wisdom and the self-possession to navigate anything life throws at you with grace and strength. And that, Kipling is saying, is the greatest treasure of all.
So there you have it. That's Kipling's final test. You start with social balance, you build on it with emotional resilience, and you fuel the whole thing with personal diligence. And when you put those three together, they don't just make you successful, they lead you to the ultimate prize, true maturity.
And that kind of leaves us with a big question for right now, doesn't it? In this crazy world we live in, full of social media pressure and a million distractions a minute, is this century-old advice on integrity, emotional balance, and using your time wisely, is it not just relevant, but maybe more critical than it has ever been? Something to think about.